Good morning, Panthers. How's everyone doing this morning? Now, today, Panthers is the 18th, which happens to be on Thursday, 18 January 2024. Now, Panthers, comment down below how was your lunchtime and also how was your tea time? How have you been? How has the DRS been useful when you're calculating these numbers? Are you coming all right, or you still have challenges in understanding these numbers? Now, Panthers, as I've said, Panthers, I don't know how well do you believe in calculations, but the numbers, Panthers, can really be calculated. You understand, Panthers? Now, Panthers, have said what we have experiencing right now is that these numbers, it is very rare that they are playing from a direct code. You understand? After you calculate your code, you must crop your numbers. How are you supposed to crop your numbers? There's a pattern. There's a pattern that these numbers are following. You don't master that pattern, it is going to be always a challenge. You might calculate your numbers perfectly, but then your numbers might be close. Let me say you might calculate 18, but then what plate is 19? You've calculated 41, but then what plate was 42? It is not a bad luck. You've calculated a code that requires cropping. You understand? And that cropping has been a challenge for most of you, because I've came across the comments whereby people are asking me, Panthers, when it's like this, how am I supposed to break it? When it's like this, how am I supposed to crop my numbers? The only solution that I can give you, Panthers, is the lessons group. There is no way I can provide you a video whereby I'm going to teach you about cropping. It is very, very beneficial for you to enroll in those lessons. As I've said, Panthers, those that are interested in the lessons group can text me on Facebook, by which I'm using this account. Those that want to be in the main group, they can also text me, and also those that want to be in the mentorship program. Now, Panthers, those that want to be in the mentorship program, the main group, the group is expected to start on the 22, which happens to be on Monday, this Monday, and also the second group will start on the 3rd of February 2024. Now, if you join now, expect that we will start on the 22 and also on the 3rd of January. Those that will be subscribing month end, we will be starting on the 3rd of January, on the 3rd of February, my bad, on the 3rd of February. Now, Panthers, let us go on these numbers and check how did these numbers act yesterday. Now, on lunchtime, it was a feast because I followed a certain pattern. You understand? If you can recall, there's a video that I did on the 15th tea time. If you can go back on my past videos, I did a video on the 15th whereby on tea time I showed you this pattern. I'm going to use the very same pattern. Panthers, I've said to you, it is not about yesterday I had used the first numbers, today I'm going to use the middle numbers or the last numbers. I am following a certain pattern. You understand? These numbers, I have them written down. You understand? I am studying it. It is not just about, okay, what is likely for today for me to use the first, the middle, or the last numbers. I'm following a certain pattern. Now let us go on the 16th. On the 16th, we are going to check the first numbers that were dropped. We have 6 and 12. The first numbers that were dropped on the 16th, it is 6 and 12. We are going to say now, we're going to go on our calculator. We say 6 multiplied by 12. 6 multiplied by 12, it equals to 72. 72 is what we call the set code and a difference. We say 7 plus 2, it is 9. 7 multiplied by 2, it is 14. From a difference and a set code of 72, we have 9, and also we have 14. Now, we're going to check for a draw by 9 and 14 is played. I think it played on the 7th. It's played on the 7th of January 2024. Now, I'm targeting the numbers that played on only January. I don't want to rely on the throws that played on December or November. I'm going to focus on the one, but then it is always advisable that you consider these two options, because I'm following a certain path. You understand? I'm following a certain pattern. Hence, I'm always using the throws that played on January. Now we're going to go on the 7th of January. On the 7th of January, we're going to check for 9 and 14. Yes, on lunchtime we see 9 is a red ball, 14 is a blue ball. We're going to go on our calculator. We say now 31 minus 7 plus 1 minus yesterday's date. It gives me a difference of what? It gives me a difference of 8. 8 I multiplied. Pandas, if you can notice the difference, you're going to go on a draw that played on tea time the 15. This is a comparison draw. You're going to go on the 15 tea time. You're going to compare this draw. The difference that was on the 15 tea time was 10. My bad, was 10. Now we're having a difference of 8. We're going to say a difference of 8 we multiply by what? We multiply by our current year, which is 24. We get a code of 192. It is whereby one number is maintained, and the number that is maintained, it is a bonus ball. Even on tea time, I've calculated some such things. So it is whereby we had a code of 490. 4 multiplied by 9, it was 36. 4 plus 0, it was 4. And then I had to improvise on that 4. We have 1 multiplied by 9 equals to 9. And then we have 1 multiplied by 2 equals to 2. Now, on these 2, I am forced to improvise, by which I'm going to say, Pandas, I'm going to say, go on that draw. Go on that draw whereby it's played. We're going to say 1 multiplied by 2. We're going to go on the draw that's played on tea time the 15. We are going to compare on my videos. On 2, we are going to say 2 positive 1. We are going to say 2 positive 1. It won't. 2 positive 1. 2 positive 1. 2 positive 1 equals to 3. 2 positive 1 equals to 3. And then we have what? We have from a code of 193, we have calculated, because we made some few improvisation. 1 multiplied by 9. 1 multiplied by 9, it is 9. 1 multiplied by 9, it is a bonus ball of 9. And also we've made an improvisation whereby we've cropped our numbers up. Now we're going to go on our lunchtime results. Yesterday we're going to check for a bonus ball of 9 and also a banker of 3. I believe it is not just a banker, but then it is the first number. The quality that is behind, we've calculated a bonus ball of 9, and also we've calculated the first number that was thrown on lunchtime, which is what? Which is 3. Here, boom, 344 odds. If you are using Betway, and also if you are using GBet. If you are using GBet and Betway, I think it is 344 odds. They landed home. Very, very safe. I'm using a pattern. This pattern, Fantasy, is going to make me a lot of money, you understand? As I've said, Pandas, the train is moving. It is moving at a high speed. The question is, are you following? Are you getting on the train, or are you being left behind? That is where I'm going to leave it. Now, on tea time, Pandas, we had used the last numbers. On tea time, we had used the last numbers that played on the 16, the bonuses. We're going to go, we see that we're having 11 and 1. On this 11 and 1, we say 11 minus 1 equals to 10. 11 minus 1 equals to 10. Now, we're going to search for a draw whereby it can give me a 10. It is whereby when you say 5 plus 5 is 10. 9 plus 1, it is 10. Now, I find that there's a draw whereby it played 9 and also it played 1. You see, when we say 9 plus 1 equals to 10, you understand? And that draw, it had the last numbers, whereby 9 is a bonus and then also 1 is a bonus. I think it played on the 5th of January. It played on the 5th of January 2024. Let us go on the 5th of January. And then here I'm going to show you something. We are going to calculate the code that requires cropping, but then when we multiply by a certain factor, we are going to crop that code to give us a code straight, whereby these numbers are going to play directly from a code. You understand? Now we're going to go on the 5th of January. We're going to go on the 5th of January. Here's the 9 and 1. On lunchtime we see the red ball is a bonus of 9, and also on tea time we have 1. Now we're going to say 31 minus 5 plus 1 minus 17, which was yesterday's date. We get a difference of what? We get a difference of 10. 10 we multiply by our current year, we get a code of 240. 2 multiplied by 4, it is 8. 2 multiplied by 4, it is 8. 2 plus 0, it is 2. We have from 240, we have calculated what we've calculated, 8, and also we've calculated 2. We've calculated 8, and also we've calculated 2. You understand? Now, if you can go on lunchtime the 15th, this is a comparison draw. It is whereby on lunchtime the 15th it was positive 1, positive 1. Here we're going to apply the negative 1. The negative 1 cropping. We're going to apply the negative 1 cropping. We have 8 and 2. 8 minus 1, it is 7. 2 minus 1, it is what? It is 1. From 8, we have 1. From 8, we have 7. And then from 2, we have 1. Let us go and check if we cropped our numbers perfectly. Let us go and check if we cropped our numbers perfectly. This is a cropping. You understand? This is whereby we are cropping. But then I'm also going to calculate the code that is going to play directly from a code. You understand? I'm going to say now, as you can see, we have the 1 and 7. I'm going to calculate the 1 and 7 in a certain manner. You understand? I'm going to say now, we have a difference of 8, right? Of 10, my bad. We have a difference of 10. The 10 we multiplied by what? We multiply by our current date. We multiply by 10 by our current date. We get our code, which is 170. We say 1 multiplied by 7, it is 7. 1 plus 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. From 170, we've calculated, you see, it's cropped that 8 and 2. It's cropped that 8 and 2. From 170, we have 1, and also we have 7. I've cropped my numbers. Let us go and check on tea time. We have 1 and 7. Boom, 1 and 7, another 61 odds. It landed home very safe. Now, Pandas, I'm going to leave you with these questions, Pandas. The train is moving, and it is moving very fast. There are those of you are still not familiar with the DRS, you understand? I've emphasized, you know what, the fact that you need lessons, Pandas. Now, if you want to enroll in those lessons, Pandas, you can text me on Facebook, by which I'm using this account. It's like Ocean Daisy. Pandas, thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking, Pandas. Thank you. We are now sitting at 545 subscribers. Thank you, Pandas. Remember to tell a Panther to tell a friend that JT is out here doing miracles with numbers. Pandas, I'm going to leave it up to you, Pandas. Good luck when it comes to today's draw. Never mistake any of my videos as the current draw predictions, but then they are a record. Thank you, Pandas, and God bless.